Field in Jacksonville. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
These are 24.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I will see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua now on 1st down. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On play action, Lawrence. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. 6-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Down the right sideline, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touch. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's swung out to Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Getting this quickly to Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's complete right around the 8. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle as his guys are able to extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8.
14. Jaguars 6.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 89 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tua now on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. 14 yards is the pick up there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Center's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Jamal Agnew. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence fighting to stay upright, rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Play action, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. This ball caught by Strange. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On play action, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Tua now on 1st down. On the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This 2nd and 4. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. And now here is another interception. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 66 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lawrence to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hitting the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. From the 29, here's second down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
At the 29-yard line.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Dancing to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Lawrence, the pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. It's complete, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tua to try again on second down. A short throw there. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. A lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time